Introducing the first ever Teq Fest, Walther's ultimate celebration of innovation and performance.
What's up, guys? I'm out here at Walther's 2024 Teq Fest here at the beautiful Heritage Guild in Easton, Pennsylvania. Out here taking a look at some of the new guns that were just released. We don't have all of them, but we do have a couple different models that we're going to get a chance to take a look at. The first one I want to go ahead and show you guys is the PPK. So the PPK is one of the classic Walther guns. If you're a James Bond fan, you know this gun, you know the heritage behind it, you know the history behind it. So the PPK got a little bit of a revamp. The new models are SD, so they'll have threaded barrels and they'll be in 32 ACP. So a little bit more like the James Bond guns, but the PPK did get a refresh, and I have to say, the PPK is just such an iconic gun, such a beautiful, classy piece of history. Double single action with a decog / safety here. Overall, just an absolutely beautiful piece. So if you're a James Bond fan, you need one of these in your collection. One of the other guns I really wanted to take a second to highlight, even though this isn't really part of Teq Fest, it's still a gun that deserves a little bit of spotlight. This is the Walther PDP Professional. This is the gun that the Pennsylvania State Police decided to adopt as their standard sidearm. Things that you get with the Professional that you don't get with the other PDPs. The biggest thing is going to be the suppressor height night sights and a mount directly, no plate needed, for the Acro P2. Will also fit the Steiner MPS as well if you want that as your enclosed emitter. With this, you do get 18 round mags with the aluminum base plates. You do get the aluminum Walther magwell, and of course, the best trigger out of the box on any handgun ever, I will fight you on this, is the dynamic performance trigger. That trigger is just out of this world, especially for a out of the box handgun with no tuning, nothing extra done to it, no spring changes or anything like that. This is by far the best out of the box trigger there is. So this is the PDP Professional model. If you get a chance to check one of these out at your local gun stores, please do. It's a bargain at the price of around $12.99. You get an Acro P2. An Acro P2 street price is $600. You get the rest of this package at an incredible value. So Walther PDP. All right, guys, next gun we're going to take a look at is the PDP F series. So this was designed around female shooters or shooters that have smaller hands. The biggest thing with this is the way that the grip is recontoured to give you a shorter trigger reach. This comes in a 4-inch and a 3.5-inch model. They did just release the Pro series of the F, so the Pro F series will have the dynamic performance trigger as well. So it's a nice little upgrade for you there. But even then, the standard F series is such a nice gun. If you're looking for a smaller everyday carry gun that still packs a whopping 15 rounds in a compact handgun, you cannot go wrong with the F series. It still has the great texture, still has the super terrain forward and rear cocking serrations. It's still optic ready, and at a price point you really can't beat. So this is the PDP F series. All right, guys, and now for the gun you've all been wanting to see and have been asking about. I present to you the Walther PDP Pro X PML. So for you guys who have been following my channel for a long time, you know that I've been a big PDP fan, and I've been an even bigger fan of the PDX, which is what they dubbed the 5-inch frame with a 4-inch slide and a Parker Mountain machine compensator. My gun, personally, I have the dual port comp, but this is your way of getting a hold of a PDX right from the factory. So things you get with this, obviously, you're gonna get the 5-inch slide. This comes in a full size and a compact. This is the full size. You're gonna get the 5-inch slide, or 5-inch frame rather, with a 4-inch slide, Walther's threaded barrel, and Parker Mountain Machines single port compensator. The gun also comes with the dynamic performance trigger, the aluminum magwell, 3 18 round magazines with the aluminum base plates. It's also optic ready, just like every other PDP. lot of people have been waiting for this. I know a lot of time and effort has gone into the testing of this gun. Parker Mountain Machine doesn't release anything that they don't believe is a finished product. The PMM comps do an amazing job at mitigating recoil. Some people say that the PDP is a little bit snappy. Realistically, it's a thicker slide with a 18-pound spring from the factory. It's going to be a little bit snappy. Pair it with a PMM comp, add a ZRT 15-pound recoil spring to it, and you have a gun that runs like an absolute sewing machine. I'm going to head over to the range now, get some footage of a couple different guns, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. PDP Pro X Comp PMM. So without further ado, load her up and give her a shot. Does a great job in taming that recoil a little bit more. If we lessen that spring a little bit, we put a 15-pound spring in it, it'll run like an absolute sewing machine. I'm getting reports that some people are having issues with 115 grain in it. I don't know if that's a limp wrist issue. I don't know if the way of the geometry on this port, if it's just not enough gas to reliably cycle the slide. Again, but a factory PDX build, you can really ask for more at a price tag of $1 grand. Absolutely amazing package. I 10 out of 10 would recommend getting one of these if you're looking for your first PDP. Next up, the PDP F Series Pro. So this one is the 4-inch model. Does have the dynamic performance trigger, the Maxwell. I've never shot an F Series PDP before, so this will be a first. Let's load her up and give it a shot. Honestly, not that bad. For a smaller gun, a little bit slimmer, it's not as easy for me to keep a grip on because of how slim it is. It's not a gun for me, but if you've got smaller hands and you're looking for something a little bit smaller to carry, I definitely see this being a contender. Love the trigger. It's not a bad recoil impulse for as small as it is. Yeah, that's the PDP F Pro. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up Walther's Teq Fest 2024. Thank you to Heritage Guild for allowing me to record in their facility, and thank you, Walther, for inviting me out to record some content for the Walther Teq Fest. It was a great time. I met some awesome people, got some hands-on experience with the new offerings. You guys still have one more day left of Teq Fest. It goes on till September 22nd. If you want to get your hands on the new products, go over to Walther's website, go to the Teq Fest page, and find a participating dealer near you. I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you for checking out the channel. And as always, stay safe and get training. It wants to go